parasites are merely a symptom of a greater sickness in Faerun. The infected hear the voice of the Absolute and believe it to be a god.
The Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live. It threatens the gods.
La maison des érudits, mais c'est les mecs qu'on avait vus la dernière fois, ça? Dans les tréfous, hein?
Well met. I am the Society's leading expert on myconid spore telepathy. But I've had to delay my experiments. Run out of spores, you see. Oh, I miss them, those myconid spores. I don't feel quite right without them. Probably shouldn't have inhaled them all so quickly.
Clé du dortoir de la loge. Ah. Si on a besoin, je sais où elle est.
Ah, a surface dweller. You find yourself. Tell me, what can the Society do for you?
J'ai rencontré une ferme qui a affirmé travailler pour vous. Elle cherchait un œuf de Githyanki. Une ferme? Une femme, plutôt. J'ai fait la connaissance de deux de vos chercheurs dans les tréfonds Baldur et Omelune. La société est je ne vois que la bibliothèque maison. J'ai fait la connaissance de deux de vos chercheurs dans les tréfonds obscurs, Baldur et Omelune.
A wonderful research partnership. I'm sure you'll agree. They are upstairs if you wish to share any theories with them.
C'est un descendant de... Il a un ancêtre dragon, celui-là. La société des érudits. Moi, je ne vois ici qu'une bibliothèque comme les autres.
I assure you, we are as well provisioned an institution as any other you'll find in this city. We simply prefer to keep our wealth away from areas of study. One must stay humble in order to achieve true academic rigor.
Alors, j'ai rencontré une femme qui a affirmé travailler pour vous. Elle cherchait un œuf de Githyanki.
Yes, dear Lady Esther, one of our most reliable contractors. Though unfortunately, this particular request was too much even for her. I don't suppose you've stumbled across any Githyanki eggs during your travels. The Society will compensate you for any we purchase, of course.
Ah, j'aime pas l'idée de leur filer un œuf.
Don't you dare consider it.
Ouais, voilà, la Hetzel, on est d'accord. Qu'allez-vous en faire?
Study it, of course. The Githyanki have been a source of great debate in the Society circles in recent months. You are no doubt aware that citizens of the Underdark are held in great suspicion by those who live above ground. Many believe us to be evil. The Githyanki face similar prejudice, but I believe if hatched in a less violent, more intellectually stimulating environment, the child can overcome its evil predispositions.
Et à quoi ressemble-t-il cet environnement riche en stimulation intellectuelle?
In the literal sense, I will need to induce the egg to hatch via the application of certain currents to the creature inside. Once out of the shell, I plan to take a twofold approach. The enforced repetition of sound, moral principle from the Paterian Code, alongside a series of psionic pulses administered to the cerebral tissue. Assuming I can accelerate its growth, I should have conclusive findings within a year or two at the most.
Qu'est-ce que le code optarien?
A series of moral imperatives bestowed by the great dragon deity, Bahamut. In my years of study, they're the closest I've found to moral perfection. Only under such rigorous goodness will the subject stand a chance of being cured. My findings could change the perception of Githyanki and the peoples of the Underdark for generations to come.
Si votre expérience se solde par un échec?
If the child remains evil after the experiment is concluded, it will be destroyed. Such is the fate of all you specimens.
Putain, c'est pas une éprouvette, on parle d'un être vivant, enfoiré.
I'm eager to get started. So will you sell me the egg?
A Gith hatchling is not a lab rat. This Skaketh should be bled dry for the mere suggestion.
Là, je suis d'accord. Non, 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 il est hors de question. Ce que vous envisagez est de la barbarie pure et dure. Je ne me laisserai jamais avoir cet œuf.
Then I will source another subject, and the experiment will be completed without your involvement. Progress may be delayed, but I assure you, it can never be stopped.
N'empêche que si on vous coupe à tous la tête, ça va être vite fait.
Genetic
Bon alors du
morality
coup,
is not just theory, but
To think
fact.
that I'm both brilliant and extremely attractive.
My
Baldur.
surface-dwelling friend, how long has it been? I am
bah, ça fait un
glad
bout
to
de
see
temps.
you well. I see your tadpole remains in its state of suspension. Your case has set us on quite the detour from our planned expedition work. We've thought about very little else.
où est Omelun?
In the field seeking further subjects for study, though it has been gone for longer than I anticipated. After observing the nature of your tadpole's stasis, we felt it wise to report back to the Society. Omeluum went out into the city to seek out further undeveloped infections like yours. But I have heard nothing since. I admit, I'm somewhat concerned. We are usually sticklers for updating one another on our progress.
Ah, je retrouverai Omelun. Quelle était sa destination?
Omeluum believed the answer to this riddle lay within the city walls and held some connection to the cult of the Absolute. I had the distinct impression it was intentionally keeping its hypothesis from me, as though even the theory would be enough to put me in danger. Why that would be, I can only theorize myself. It is rather outside my area of expertise. Omeluum is most likely safe and well, and simply absorbed in its work. However, it would put my mind at rest to confirm it if you happen across its path.
Je le comprends, oui, surtout avec toute l'histoire là, dont on est au courant, nous, par rapport au cerveau. Il s'est peut-être fait choper. Pourquoi j'ai pas le texte qui apparaît? Voilà, merci. On n'est pas là de s'inquiéter, mais d'agir. Allez donc trouver votre ami. Je vais y aller pour voir si je parviens à retrouver... bon, je vais y aller pour voir si je parviens à retrouver la trace de Mélo.
Of course, I should get back to my research.
Alors du coup, je vais accéder au magasin.
Your
L'esprit nouveau.
tadpole's stasis is a most curious area of study. Naturally, the Underdark
Alors,
provided us
je
with
vois qu'il a encore tous les
some
produits que je lui ai vendus la dernière fois.
salvage. Plenty to keep an inquiring
Mon
mind
dieu, ce que
busy.
je lui ai... Putain. Tous les trucs que je lui ai vendus, ça n'a aucun sens.
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been... Greetings. Do you seek help? Welcome. The House of Grief
La
lies
maison de
just
Chagrin.
within. We are here to help.
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
Voilà, qu'est-ce qu'il y a de particulier, ton bestiau, là? Oh là là, j'ai vraiment pas de bol, moi, avec les jeux aujourd'hui.
A man of means, judging by his attire. He looks like a merchant or a junior council member. But right now he's without care, entranced by a tree.
Qu'est-ce que vous regardez?
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed.
Là, vous avez bu, vous êtes resté... Vous vous sentez bien, vous avez l'air distrait. Que je connais, un certain Alcine. Ouais, je ne vois pas le moindre écureuil.
Give it time. I had to wait for... Oh, I don't even know how long to catch a glimpse. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you?
Vous savez pas où j'habite? Ok, il va pas bien, lui. Qui êtes-vous, juste? Je crois pas que vous soyez du coin.
I am very pleased to meet your acquaintance. And you are?
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
Est-ce que ça serait pas la même merde? Attends, voir ce que ces peuvent vous apprendre. Je me demande si c'est pas la même chose que ce qui est arrivé à Ombroker, Shadowheart.
The man's mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvellous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she?
Ouais, tu vas changer de levier porté, c'est pour les dépenses courantes. De quoi vous souvenez-vous? Vous avez personne qui pourrait aller quelqu'un qui s'en... Vous connaissez une certaine Moira?
Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. I think I remember a face, smiling, young, then older, then ill, then... No, I don't think so. You must be mistaken, friend. I don't know anyone by that name.
De quoi vous souvenez-vous, juste?
Well, I remember I was sad. But in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me. Seemed very helpful. Although, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place.
Ok, c'est bon, j'ai tout deviné. En gros, lui, il est allé voir les trucs de char pour lui faire oublier son malheur, la perte de son épouse, une connerie dans le genre. Vous n'avez personne que vous pourriez aller voir? Quelqu'un qui sera en mesure de vous aider?
There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps. Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
Ok. Bon, on va voir ça. La maison des chagrins.
The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles. Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart.
Voilà, j'en étais sûr.
There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time.
J'aime pas ça, enfin, j'ai croisé un homme à qui on a volé les souvenirs. C'est vous qui lui avez fait ça?
This is a place of healing. Anyone who partook in our methods did so willingly, and left with a smile on their face, freed from their troubles. Would you accuse a surgeon of robbing a tumor? I think not.
Non, mais ça marche pas comme ça. Laissez-nous passer.
As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you.
Pardon?
This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy. Be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery. Submit to the mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, follow me. If you do not, leave.
Alors attends, une seconde. Je veux juste virer Jaira.
Your mind tingles as it opens to Will. He learns of Mazora's meddling and Floric's tale of the dragon Ansur.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Floric against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Floric saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. O Baldurin, founder due veneration. His guardian dragon Ansur, tremendous in worth. A savior below, our eternal elation.
Je n'arrive pas à croire que vous preniez ce poème. Vous pourriez me traduire ça? Je prends pas la langue des parts. C'est vraiment une histoire incroyable. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez?
It's not just a tale. It's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches are light, and Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Onsor was Balduran's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Est-ce possible que la duchesse Stellman se soit alliée à l'empereur? Je veux dire...
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. Maybe it's true. Maybe Stellmain allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
L'empereur nous promet des pouvoirs incroyables si nous... Ok, bon, rien de spécial. Alors, Jaira.
Yes? You're
On
sure?
va rester ici, le temps qu'on explore le truc de char, là. Voyons voir, qu'est-ce que je pourrais emmener avec moi? Carla, que je préfère la laisser. Gage, ça peut être pas mal.
A hero, best not disappoint her. The thought of a scolding from Jaheira, we're ready and willing.
J'aime pas ça. J'ai que oui, voilà, il faut les s'asseoir.
You seek to be unburdened, yes? The mapping of the heart can reveal the way. Yet, there is another here whose need is great.
That voice. Allow me. I think I'm supposed to do this.
Allez-y.
Do you know why you are here?
There is something I lost. No. Had taken from me. My family. My life. I want it all back.
Loss is a gift, girl. Do you still not understand that? Now give me the true answer. What is your purpose in being here?
On va laisser...
The artifact. I was sent to retrieve it. At any cost.
And who tasked you with this mission?
The Mother Superior of It's you.
Give me the honor of my name. In full.
I can't. My memories...
I know what's in that head of yours better than you do, girl. My name.
Mother Superior... Viconia de Veer.
You still have the wits to recognize your betters. Good. Now descend. You have much to answer for.
An astral projection. We should take this one seriously. She's clever by half.
Les sournoises, ça je confirme. C'est parti. Alors. Comme ça le truc avec Shadowheart ça sera fait. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Pourquoi j'ai cloître de la sombre étreinte, entraînement à l'infiltration, entraînement aux interrogatoires. Bah je peux aller qu'à la sombre étreinte. Non attends. Bon, on peut crocheter. Pas trop dur. Non ça va. Moi ça, ils ont pas de truc pour nous en plus. Allez hop.
Cunning disguise can serve a warrior of the Dark Lady better than any armor. That's what they always told us. I think this was my favorite part. Putting these on. Pretending to be someone else. I suppose that's been my whole life.
20 € toute ta vie, ça oui. Il y a des chances. Pile. Voilà. Putain, il faut faire une réussite critique pour réussir. Alors, voilà, j'ai cru qu'on allait tomber sur un prisonnier, mais non. Interrogatoire entre les tables.
learned how to break their bodies, their spirits. Quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them.
C'est parti, je pense. Cloître de la sombre étreinte. Ah putain, on a carrément un temple de char sous la ville.
The Mother Superior must be close. Soon this will all be over.
Keep going. The Mother Superior is expecting you. Mother Superior will deal with you.
Sauvegarde avant d'y aller. J'ai même pas vérifié pour le bâton. Est-ce que ce serait pas mieux d'avoir ce truc là? Une fois par tour, le coup a une chance de repousser l'adversaire de mettre et de l'interdire sans effet sur les dragons et les créatures de très grande taille. Non, pour l'instant, ça me paraît être le mieux. Donc, on verra après. Du coup, hop. Il y a beaucoup de monde.